Hi guys, I'm glad you're all here. Thank you very much for joining me. Here's an update what's going on with earthquakes around the world. Early this morning at about 4:57 a.m. local time, there off the coast of Panama, South America, there was a magnitude 6.8 that USGS said was a magnitude 6.7. And we'll zoom into the location of this earthquake. This area is part of the Panama Plate. It is a southwestern extension of the Caribbean Plate surrounded by 5 tectonic plates. The South American Plate, the Caribbean Plate, the Cocos Plate, the Nazca Plate, and by the Tortoise tectonic block. Getting all tongue-tied there. The plate had been, at one time, part of the volcanic arch that split off from the rest of the Caribbean Plate between Tertiary and early Quaternary, and is currently moving in a northward direction. The western part of the Panama microplate is characterized by deformation originating from those two early movements, the Tertiary and Quaternary, linking the North Panama Deformation Belt in the east with the Middle American Trench in the west. I've talked about the Middle American Trench. Let's see. Yeah, I got part of it drawn up over here. But it actually extends farther down. You can see I got different lines drawn out, and you can actually see it here on Google Earth. The Pacific side of this region, which is off over here, is geologically active, with a narrow marine shelf exhibiting frequent volcanic activity and higher seismic activity. And the Atlantic side is more stable, with a passive margin and broader marine shelf. So that would be off over here. Geoscope gave it an earthquake level of 6.8. And you can see here how we got collision going towards the southwest. And then because of that, we got part of the fault line rising up. Compression. Which will set the stage of probably future earthquakes because of the tension that's being built. There was quite a few reports sent into EMSC. Here it says it was pretty heavy shaking for 30 to 45 seconds. A few pitchers fell off the wall, and cans fell off the shelf. Let's see, this one says it was strong and woke me up. Now this one was 83 kilometers northwest, which is about 51 miles. And then the other one, which was 66 kilometers north. So that would be 41 miles north. Okay, what else we got? Let's see, strong earthquake without falling objects at home. Let's see, a light roll shook the bed a bit. I woke my wife up so she could feel it too. Oh, that was so nice of him. Otherwise, she would have slept through it. It lasted about 45 seconds. Maybe he thought he might have to get her up out of bed and out of the house. I don't know. Another one says nothing too serious. Felt a lot of shaking, but everything seems to be okay. Another one, 92 kilometers northwest, which would be about 57 miles, said horizontal, mutilating movement, fixture swaying, and the water in the pool sloshing dramatically. Another one says gentle rolling shake lasted about 1 minute. Chandelier visibly moving. Another one. Medium rolling motion. House was moving, no visible damage. Well, once it got daylight, I'm sure they're out there checking. Another one says it woke them up. Another one says it felt like a 20-second rumble. Not too jarring, but definitely had my lamps and blinds and things wobbling. Santiago, Panama. It says here was strong. He woke me up. That was 160 kilometers east, which is about 99 miles. Another one, felt my bed shaking, all okay. Isle Panama. Okay. Another one says the whole house moved. Costa Rica. It says things in the house shook lightly for about 30 to 45 seconds. Felt as if I was seated on top of moving furniture. Let's see what else we got here. The bed moved quite a bit. Duration about 10 seconds. They were 246 kilometers east, which is about 152 miles. Now this one here says tall condo moved back and forth. They were 256 kilometers east, 159 miles. Boy, I bet you that was scary being up in a condo. Horizontal and circular movement, long duration. Let's see, gentle swaying in the east-west direction. In doorway, need to hold both sides. Lasted about 2 minutes. Wow. 279 kilometers east. So that would be about 173 miles. I wonder what type of soil their building is on. Yeah, that's rather scary. Back and forth, water in the pool. Had small ripples. All right, 19th floor apartment. The building was swaying. Started as a bit of bouncing, then a small pause. Then it started swaying for about 1 minute. 190 kilometers. That would be 118 miles. Yeah, that's scary. Let's see what else we got here. Slow, gentle rocking, gentle rolling motion, about 15 seconds. Curtains were moving. Cracking sound came from wooden furniture. Wow. In Howard, Panama, about 209 miles northeast. Seemed to have lasted about 1 minute. Yeah, and they typed that in twice. This one said they felt it while eating breakfast. Swinging light fixtures confirmed what I felt. Not too strong, but I'm originally from California. This earthquake was 6.2 miles in depth. They gave it a, did you feel an intensity level of 8, shake map of 6. So intensity level that people were reporting was saying panel walls thrown out of frame, fall of walls, monument, chimney, sand and mud ejected, drivers of automobiles disturbed. For the shake map, they gave it intensity level 6, which means it was felt by all. Many frightened and ran outdoors. Plaster and chimneys damaged small, so people better get out and, check things out. Water lines, gas lines, bridges. Now, not too far from here, in 1884, they did have a tsunami. It wiped out the first big town of the peninsula, Villa Golfo Deuce. The wave was so devastating that today no one seems sure exactly where the town was, and many people who lived there never even heard of it. Wow. Yeah, probably more earthquakes coming. So what are your thoughts? Put your comments down below. Thank you very much for following. Thank you for taking your time to watch my videos. Always be prepared for a disaster. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.